Hello, welcome to the Lone Show. I'm your host, John May Lone. In this episode, no regulars, because reasons, I guess. As for our guest, she's from Vallejo, California. She is a professional musician, and possibly a lot more, but we won't know that until we get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Glenda Benavides.
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Good,
So,
good.
how's life?
Life has been good. It's been busy in a really great way, actually. So, yeah.
Cool. Is there anything you're working on or up to recently?
Yeah. Just finished my latest song. It's called We Walk On Past, and that's going to be submitted for Grammys this year here in California. So yeah, just got that up. Get ready for I've got a festival that I'm singing at. I'm headlining in Washington State. And yeah, just preparing for a few other shows. So that's what I'm up to.
Nice. So, what inspired you to become a musician?
Oh, uh, that's an interesting question. It started a long time ago. So I think I was about well, when I first started singing, I was probably about four with my dad, and we'd drive around, and he and I'd sing to the radio together. So that was fun. I don't know, I just kept on. And then when I was fortunate enough to be in school where I actually, they had instruments and they had music class and that type of thing that you didn't have to officially pay for. And I just loved it. I loved that was part of my self expression. So it was just natural for me. I just one foot in front of the other. And next thing I know, I was, working professionally at 16. So that's how that works for
Fabulous.
me.
And how many songs have you released so far?
I've got about a roster of about 100. I have 6 albums that I've worked on probably in the last 10 years. So yeah, prior to that was mostly performing live, not putting out albums. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Are there any music artists that you haven't collaborated with yet that you would like to collaborate with someday?
Oh yeah. I would love to work with, oh my God, I just blanked on his name. Fabulous singer. I love the band Civil Wars, and I think his name is Jack White, I think. He's a fabulous singer and songwriter. I just can't remember the other guy's name. That's lame right now. But yeah, I think that would be fabulous. The singer for Civil Wars.
Great.
Hmm.
If your life was a meal, what kind of meal would it be?
Mm. Ooh, I have different things for dinner. I love pizza. That's my favorite. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll just go with pizza. I can go with a lot of different things, but because that's one of my favorites. I love pizza because it's nourishing and it's celebratory and it's yummy and you can do all kinds of things to it if you wanted. It's kind
Sweet.
of spells me out a little bit. So I like a
Great.
variety.
Me too. What kind of music do you often listen to?
Oh, mostly my own right now. I would say I like old jazz, Sarah Vaughan, Billie Holiday, Dakota Staton, George Shearing, that, anywhere from the 40s and the 50s. I love the big band stuff. I love the traditional jazz. Kind of getting into probably in the last year or so more blues style, down home blues kind of stuff. It's been really interesting. Like Big Mama Thornton and Howlin' Wolf and people like that. Just fantastic artists. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about being a musician?
I think it's it's the opportunity to actually be self-expressed, to like really dig in and find out who you are, what's important, how do I share that with others, and then just the connection when you're performing live is actually, God, I don't even know if you can't even really express it. It's like this body, mind, spirit connection that you get with your audience. And then there's something available there to say, hey, look, I've shared something with you. I've expressed something, and then they get to share and express back themselves. And it's really empowering and enlivening. That might not be a word, but that's how it feels, just it makes you want to wake up the next day like you've actually done something for somebody.
Yeah.
And I love to, I love to promote the things that I feel really do make a difference. Like right now, there's a couple of companies that nonprofits that I support. One is One Tree Planted, and so anytime people purchase anything of mine, like a merchandise or music or whatever, I actually take $1 off of that and I send it to One Tree Planted, basically, and then I get to choose where the trees get planted. Right now, I'm about 300 trees in, and we're looking at, I've done several states in the US because we've had fires here, and then over in the UK.
Great.
Yeah.
Are there any other charities you wanted to donate to?
I'm going to be working with I Am Humanity. I'm going to be writing their theme song. So I'm going to work with them. That's in a month or so. And then I'm also working with climate restoration. So supporting them through my art, of course, music, and they're supporting other scientists and that type of thing to actually do things like pull out carbon out of the climate. So that's been a big effort. It's not enough right now, but we're giving it our best shot. So
Fabulous.
yeah.
What has been the furthest you traveled to from where you're originally from?
Well, I'm originally from here in California, but lived most of my life in Oregon. And I would say probably at
Japan. Great country.
Yeah,
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yes.
Have you heard of a drink called banana friche?
No.
Fair enough. That's what a lot of people tell me. Would you rather speak all languages or talk to animals?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Probably talk to animals.
Alright then. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on without any preparation?
Clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and community.
Absolutely.
And music. Singing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What should they teach in high school but they don't?
Oh gosh, I have a list. Hang on. No. I'm joking. Ooh. I would say foundational things around how to really love yourself and embrace yourself. And what does that mean? From there, I would say, creating those healthy foundations and what they're really going to experience when you get out into the working world, so to speak, away from home or whatever. There's a lot to be prepared for. I don't think that they're teaching those things. Matter of fact, if anything, here in the US, they're trying to, take away our education, and we're just dumbing down at a pretty alarming rate, and it's really frightening. And because of our lack of parental, support for our kids, based on they're either working too much or they can't afford it or whatever, they find that they just leave their kids and either other young people, or they leave them with their devices. And next thing you know, your devices are training your kids. And it's like, I've met more people that were really not able to communicate, not able to really share or know themselves or give their heart to anybody because they're just on some levels emotionally stunted, and it's not their fault. It's, you've got to have interaction. You've got to grow. You've got to have those experiences. And if you don't, you find yourself afraid and sheltered, and, so it's like, yeah, gosh, I could just probably write a whole paper on it. Things that are missing.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever met anyone famous?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people. I've met and sang with Toto. I have Hall and Oates. Gosh, Barry Bostwick. That was a fun one. He's an actor in Rocky Horror Picture Show, the original back in the day. That was fun. I met him at a conference. I was like, oh my God. Let's see. Oh God, a variety. Steve Smith from Dirty Vegas, sang with him. He's now with Squeeze. They're touring. Who else? I just don't even think about it. When you meet people, they're just people. So I would
True.
have liked to have met Prince. That would have been fabulously fun, possibly. I mean, I know a lot of people that have played with him or know him, and it wasn't fabulously fun. But in my fantasy world, that would have been fabulously fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your favorite holiday tradition?
Well, I would say it was probably Halloween. Um, uh, yeah, Halloween, and I would say pumpkins, and just the fall, just how it feels, and you know, graveyards and masks and the history of it, and how it all started, and what it's turned into now, which is completely different how it started. But I would say Halloween is my fave.
That if your mind was an island, what would it look like?
Oh, it would be, oh gosh. It would be Richard Branson's island. No. It would be beautiful, and it would be off the grid, so everything would be environmentally proper, I guess. And gosh, I'd have to think more about that.
What app can you not believe someone has not made yet?
Ooh, I want someone to make a music video app where I just plug and play. I think there's one coming, but they have a few ones that are like for shorts, like 30 seconds or something like that. But it would be just so nice to have the app help design your music video, and you're done. It would be great,
Yeah, that would be the dream.
right?
Oh yeah,
I think it's coming. I think there's one from Apple. I think is they're designing something.
and that's kind of cool.
Hmm.
What's the last concert you went to?
It was Elton John. He came to town last year. I think it was his, for the millionth time farewell tour. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend on the internet?
Oh gosh, way too much. Look at my phone and find out how many hours do I spend. Well, it's like, as an artist and I'm my own business person, you spend a lot of time because you're either researching something, or you're working on something, or you're recording something, or, and then there's, of course, that casual, I just want to lay down and listen to a spooky story from YouTube. So a lot, I would say, probably, I guess maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe total.
All right then, sounds good.
Yeah.
What has taken you the longest to get good or decent at?
Oh, I would say probably anything to do with, recording. I'll just say recording. Yeah. It's taken me a while, but it's one of those things that you have to practice, and you have to have the facility. And I'm fortunate that I do. I have all of that. I have my own engineer and everything like that. And it's not, killing me every time I try to do that. But yeah, I've been fortunate to be able to practice that skill, because it's a skill. People are like, just go in the studio. And it's like, no, it's not like that. There's a lot to know, a lot to understand, a lot to be prepared for, especially if you're coming in to a studio where it's clocking time. Fortunate, I don't have all that anymore. So I would say that recording. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
What movie, picture, or video always makes you laugh, no matter how often you watch it?
Oh my God. Four Weddings and a Funeral. It's old, but it's funny. It's fabulous.
Yeah, of course. Do you prefer headphones or earbuds?
Earbuds. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm in the studio, it's headphones. Earbuds are easier if you're like walking, hiking, listening to music, because they're right there, easy in your ear. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather not be able to open closed doors or not be able to close open doors?
Either one. A lot of practice with trying to open doors. Gosh, neither. That was my choice.
Alright then. Unexpected, but I'll take it. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I'm gonna say pizza.
I'd say the same.
Would you? Good.
Yeah, because I like pizza. What would you choose as the eighth wonder of the world?
Ew. Well, I don't know all of them, but I think the Grand Canyon's one. Is that right?
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Well, there you go. We never know.
Look that up now.
Yes, we always feel like that.
Ha.
Yes, no, maybe.
Well, it says Angkor Wat, located in Cambodia, is now considered the eighth wonder of the world, beating Italy's Pompeii. Huh. That's amazing.
That's news to me.
Wow. Yeah. Angkor Wat. Huh. Very interesting. I've heard the term, but I've never really, they have the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yeah, I would probably want to do that. Colossus of Rhodes, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Temple Artemis, Zeus's Olympia. Yeah, I would probably pick the Great Pyramid of Giza or Italy's Pompeii. That's what I pick.
Yeah, makes a lot more sense. Who was the last person you've talked to?
My music partner, probably about an hour ago. He's right now in the other room prepping for RGB role-playing games.
I see.
Yeah. He's designing his own.
I see, yes. If you were chosen to be a colonist for a new habitable planet, would you take the offer?
No, no, no.
I knew it. I knew it. For some reason, I knew it.
You just knew it. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I am so not a space girl, and I love this beautiful globe that we have.
Yeah, that is so true.
I always say, why are we so concerned about getting off this rock when we should take care of it, and make it livable and habitable? Why go somewhere else and destroy?
I was thinking the same thing.
Were you?
Yeah.
It's like, clean up your own backyard. Stop going somewhere else to trash somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly. What restaurant do you eat at most?
There's a Thai restaurant down the street here. It's called Elephant Thai. I probably eat there most for like a quick, I want something other than what I cook myself, which is all the time.
Yeah. What would you change about your life if you could?
These are great, thoughtful questions. I really come down on the side of I can change my life if I want to. I come down on that side, like I can. So I don't really feel like the choices that I've made in my life are not really desirable. I guess in my, 13-year-old mind, fantasy as a 13-year-old, maybe, being the next, Beyonce or whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what I would have wanted to do. And if I could have, but I know so much now that I didn't know then. It's like, nah, I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to have more depth in my life. I didn't want to be an early child slave, to the industry, even though I am in the industry and I do love my industry, but it's pretty torturous, actually, especially for those people. And you find yourself at 30 years old and your career is kind of waning, and you've got to decide, am I going to become an actress, or have kids, or, marry the next celebrity? You know what I'm saying? You're just like, those things they all seem all fanciful, and, everything sounds fabulous, but they're not, and then you end up Whitney Houston, dying in a bathtub because of a drug overdose. It's like, because she never got the opportunity to really have her life and have her ability to evolve through her issues and not have the pressures that she had. So jumping back, I think I'm fine with where I'm at. I've had a really good life, and I've toured and traveled, so it's been good.
Fantastic. If you had a song for every time you entered the room, what song would that be?
Celebrate good time. Come on. That's what came to my head just right now.
Fabulous. Would you teleport yourself 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
Oh, into the past. I'm a Luddite. I'll hang out with the tutors. It's fine.
Sweet. What's the largest thing you've ever seen?
God, I don't know. Like human or physical? I don't know.
Anything.
Huh. Well, an airplane? I don't know. It's pretty huge. Yeah, that's probably it. Or a ship, I guess, like a big cruise ship that I've been on. So I guess that would be the largest thing. Yeah, it's like a frickin' city.
Ah, I see.
Don't do it.
Fair enough.
Resist.
The resistance is strong with this one. What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote. Oh, let's see. Let me prepare for this one. Hold on. I've got them all written down. This is a good one. You are what you do, not what you say you. That's Carl Jung.
Ah, nice. What food you never eaten but would like to try?
You know, it's not so much the food because I've had a lot of yummy foods from all over the world. So I would say maybe the place, like maybe in Napa, like the French Laundry or something like that, like a 5-star Michelin, woo, 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 maybe something like that.
All right then.
Yeah.
Nice. And that is all we have for this episode. It was great having you on, Glenda, talking about being a musician, the progress, the evolution, and
Thank
many
you.
things in between. It's been great.
Thank you. Yeah, and just let people know if they want to support me at all, they can obviously reach out to me on glendamusic.com. And also, if you do buy anything, I am gonna plant trees. So let's work together. Let's do this.
All right then. I'll make a note of that. And until next time, stay tuned for more.